Hey, I was just doing a little reflecting. Um, I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and it got my little marbles in my head rolling. I got to thinking, what makes people so afraid to change? Like this person I was talking to, they're the typical Debbie Downer, the person that you ask how they doing. Oh, same old miserable shit here, same old blah blah blah, la 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 la, woe is me, and it clicked in my head. Well, why don't you try something different? Why don't you try something new? But I had to stop myself and think about the person that I'm getting ready to speak this to, because not everybody's going to accept things the way you present them. So you got to be careful. I always think before I speak. So that got me to thinking about a lot of things and reflecting on things. And people, uh, as people, for some reason, we're afraid of change a lot of times. But to be honest with you, change is the best thing for us. For example, in the past year, I done went from having a quote unquote good job to quitting that job, getting a brand new car, you know, getting another job, quitting that job. I've been through so many changes. My health has been good and great. It went to the point where I was messed up and hospitalized, all this within the past year. And I can honestly say all those changes that I've been through brought me out on a better side as a better person. Because guess what? I've made it through those changes. Some of these changes I'm still going through, but I'm confident in myself because this is not the first my first rodeo. I've been through so many changes before. I've been through so many ups and downs. I've been healthy, I've been sick, I've had good jobs, I've had no jobs, I've had, good money, I've been dead ass broke eating rice and peas, you know, I've had cars, I've lost cars, I've had family, I've had no family, I've had support, I've had no support. I've been through so many different scenarios and situations that I know at the end of the day, I'm going to come out okay. A lot of that has to do with confidence, the confidence in knowing that whatever I go through, I could pull myself out of it and I'm going to be okay. But I'm thinking back to this person, like I said, that is always the same answer, woe is me. And I just want to shake them and be like, yo, you need a huge change in your life. Just try something completely different from what you're used to doing. You've had the same job for the past 5, 6, 10 years. You've been in the same situationship for the same 20 years. You've been doing the same thing every day. You go to work, come home, do the same thing, nothing different. You're not challenging yourself for anything different. You've been living in the same place. Like you have not changed anything. And you wonder why you're so sad, miserable. And now you're at the point where you're trying to put that off on other people. Oh, well, life is horrible. Don't nobody want to hear that after a certain point because you're choosing to repeat the same cycles. You're refusing to get yourself out of those cycles because you're afraid of change. Well, what if I change something up and it doesn't work out? Okay, try something else. Well, what if I quit this job and I don't like the other job? Then find another job. Do you think you're not capable of finding another job? Like you're not confident in yourself to know that, okay, well, if this job don't work, I can go find another one. Are you that idiotic? Are you that lazy? Do you not Have confidence in you. Do you not trust yourself? Or what if I leave this person and can't find another person? Are you not capable of being whole by yourself? Like you need another person? Because obviously the person that you with right now ain't adding to, they're depleting from, and they're making you miserable. So you're afraid if you let go of something that's miserable, you might not be able to find something just as miserable or better. Fuck that. You're not happy enough in yourself to be by yourself is the real big major issue there. Well, what if just what if things go bad? Well, nigga, what if things go good? Because obviously the shit that you got you don't want. It doesn't make you happy. But you're doing everything you can to hold on and maintain what you have. And you're doing everything you can to maintain your misery. Well, after a certain point, the older you get, don't nobody give a damn about how miserable you are because you choose those cycles. You can never get any better unless you challenge yourself, unless you rely on the confidence in yourself to know that you're going to be all right regardless of what happens. Like I said, I've been broke, dead broke, but I had the confidence enough to go out there and pick myself back up and get a job. I've had good jobs and I've had confidence enough to fucking walk away from them because they weren't treating me right. They weren't recognizing my worth. They were bullshitting me. I've been in abusive relationships. I done walked away from things like that and fucking gained my confidence to know that I'm better than that. I deserve better than that. I'm not gonna stay there. I used to be afraid of change when I was younger because I was in the foster care system. And I hated the fact that every time you got comfortable, I got comfortable somewhere. Something would happen and they would end up moving me. I would have to change this or change that. So a lot of times I had a lot of anxiety about change. I didn't want change when I grew up. I just wanted to fucking be normal. That was my goal as a child, to grow up and be normal. Have a stable situation. That's all. Where I know what's going to happen every day. Have I gotten that yet? Nope. Nope. But because I haven't gotten that, I understand that has made me a better person. I have been doing nothing but evolving and growing ever since. I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges and all kinds of things and stuff that people look at me be like, what the hell are you doing? But at the end of the day, they see me still fucking thriving and be like, oh, okay. So much so that it's influenced other people around me to do the same. I've had people around me who's been like, all right, well, shit, I see she changed jobs or quit jobs, and they done quit jobs too and fucking moved on to something better. Because see, people, we put ourselves in boxes thinking that we need to hold on to what we have and there's nothing better out there. And that's the wrong way to think. You need to be confident in yourself to know that you can have anything you want first and foremost. You just got to go after it. But you're not going to get anything better if you're holding on to things that don't serve you. You're holding on to relationships that don't serve you. You're holding on to jobs that don't serve you. You're holding on to living in situations and places that don't serve you. You can't get anything better or new by holding on to things. You can't be afraid of change. Change happens. It's going to happen. It's going to always happen. You're not going to be 100% healthy all the time. So what happens when you lose your health? You're going to panic and fucking kill yourself or stress yourself out or overwhelm yourself? What happens if you're holding on to that job that you had because you're afraid, you might not find another one. Well, what about times like these when there's a pandemic and you lose your job any fucking ways? It's out of your control. What you going to do then? Is that why we have a rise in people out here killing themselves and abusing their family members and shit like that because they don't know how to handle a little bit of stress? because they're not confident in themselves to say, you know what, I may not have a job now, but I can go out here, side hustle. I can go out here, I could do this. I can go out here, I can make that and sell that for this, that, and the third. You gotta have confidence in yourself and your skills and your capabilities. You got to. Well, I'm gonna hold on to whatever, a relationship, because well, what happens if that person dies? Or they cheat on you or they leave you any fucking, then what? You cannot be afraid of change. You got to be confident in yourself to know that I got this. I'm happy and grateful for all the changes that I've had. All I've wanted, like I said, was stability and something that was just constant. But all I've gotten was a whole lot of change, a lot of good and a lot of bad. And it showed me who I am. I've been at a point where I moved every 2 months for a whole year. Imagine going from having so much stuff, from being in your own 1 bedroom apartment. You got all your stuff. You got your bed, you got your couch, you got your this, you got your that. To fucking getting to the point where you lose all that within a year's time frame, and you're moving and bouncing from house to house to house every 2 months. If that ain't a wake-up call to let you know that all you really need is yourself. And I'm back to the point where I got more than what the fuck I used to have. Because if I did it once, I could do it again. If you build a business once, you could do it again. Don't worry about it if you lose it. All right. Now you learn from that experience and you know what not to do so you can do it better. If you've been in a relationship once, a successful relationship once, you could do it again. Don't worry about if something fucking happened. If it leaves and it goes and deteriorates or it withers away, it's not supposed to be there. Don't hold on to anything too tightly. All this stuff, all this material stuff will deteriorate, die, leave, can be taken away from you at any given time. But if you did it once, you could do it again. If you got a job once, you could get another job if that's what you want. If you build a business, you could build another business. If you learn how to drive, you could do it again. If you got yourself out of debt once, you could get yourself out of debt again. If you fucking purchased a home, you could purchase another, because you're learning as you go. But you're not going to learn anything if you try to stay in one little spot. The world don't work like that. At some point, if you keep trying to hold on to one situation, a relationship, a house, a job, or something, you keep trying to hold on to something so fucking tightly, the universe is going to come through, because we're supposed to fucking evolve. We're supposed to fucking change. The universe is going to come through and take all that shit from you all at once. Give you some sort of wake up call. And then what you going to do? You can't control that. But you can control how you react to things. Get used to change. Matter of fact, it's better for you to force the change upon yourself than for the universe to do it for you. So that's why I'm saying, like, this situation with the people that I know, the person that I know that's miserable, and every time you turn around, oh, I'm miserable. Don't nobody want to hear that anymore. You about to be a decade, you about to be old as hell. Talking about woe is me. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Do something different. Try something different. And I'm not just talking about something little like a different hairstyle. Try something different. Move to a different place. I done had to do that too. I moved from home to a different damn city, a different damn state. It made a hell of a difference in my life because I saw how different people are. The mindsets. Do something different. Get a new car. Learn how to drive. I knew somebody, my family member, was afraid to fucking drive for a long time. She didn't get her license till she was in her 30s. That's how afraid she was. But now she out here whipping it down. Car here and there, everywhere. Because she thought it was something that was going to be too much. And now she sees it was nothing. You gotta take that leap of faith. People that have had jobs for years, staying at the same job, try something different. If you can't move up and you're not feeling fulfilled at that job, you're not getting paid what you're fucking worth and all that, do something different. Somebody else is going to see something different in you. These motherfuckers obviously don't give a fuck about you. You, situationships, you've been dealing with the same people for 20 years and it's the same shit. Ain't nobody bringing nothing new to the table. Find somebody different. Can't be afraid of change. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Is something different, drastically. Shit. I done quit a job and guess what? I still have money coming in. It didn't matter the title that I had. That didn't make me. I'm the awesome person that I am. You know what I'm saying? That job did not define me. It didn't define my awesomeness. I'm awesome with or without that bitch. You understand? I'm awesome with or without a vehicle. I'm awesome with or without a home, or with or without a person. And that's what I learned through going through my changes. Now I'm on some whole other shit. I done elevated to the point where I'm beyond the physical shit. I know how to get that. I done mastered. I know how to get that shit if I need it. I know how to get a person a relationship if I wanted it. I know how to get a job if I wanted it. I know how to make money if I wanted it. And I know how to do this if I wanted it, that if I wanted to. But I'm at a point now where I know that shit don't matter to me. I'm on some other shit now. Some spiritual shit now. But that's neither here nor there. Change. We got to start with change and confidence. Nothing. You got to let go. A lot of people don't want to let go. They don't. I don't know. We'll go into some more depth with that. I'm not trying to keep my things long, but it's important. You got to let go. You got to change your perspective of what really matters. Because you can't control anything but your reaction to things. So if something is taken from you, how are you going to react? Are you confident enough to act strongly, positively in that situation? Or is it just going to fucking overtake you? And you're a person out here lost in the world. You're a person out here taking it out on other people. You're a person out here taking it out on yourself, killing yourself. Are you a person out here to be like, you know what? All right, okay, that hurt. That hurt. But I'm going to heal. You may go out here, fucking break a bone. Okay, it's fucked up. Your arm may be fucked up, leg may be fucked up. Whatever bone in your body is fucked up is broken. Okay. But guess what? That bitch heals. It does. With time, just like you, will heal from whatever change with time. You'll grow, you'll learn, and a lot of times get stronger. Anyways, just did a little reflecting and I had to get that out because I wasn't going to be able to go to sleep. It sounded way better in my head, but it's all right because I'm working on change right now, voicing my opinion. Feel me?